Hey guys, it's Heather the Crochet Witch. How are you guys doing? So I wanted to do a quick video update for week 1 of the movie Marquee challenge that I am doing with Sandy from Crochet A. It's quick because I did not get the progress done that I'd hoped would be done right now, and hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm pretty sure I'm talking loud enough, but Abby is sleeping, or at least was when I came in here, and resting. And if you watch the video I just put out, you'll know why my baby girl is needing her rest right now really badly, and why I'm hurrying through this video so I can get back out with her, and why I didn't get much done. So that video explains an awful lot, I guess, really, about the next coming videos and why there's not a lot of progress in a lot of them. But I did get some stuff done. So as you know, it was my month for February to draw, and I drew The Lost Boys, which I was very excited to draw. The movie poster, I know that is not like super multicolored, I know, but it isn't just red and black, I promise. If you really think about it, there's obviously a dark gray in it. There is like a silvery white in it. So you could go either way with that, silver, white, light gray. And if you really look, I believe there is almost like a really light, like sepia almost color tone to the picture of the people in the picture. So you could probably stick that in your projects as well. There are different shades of red. The main background that you really stick out with red is a brighter red, but the logo of the Lost Boys has like a darker maroon, and I believe some of the, there's almost like a color tint highlight in the black and white picture of the people. I believe some of the color tint highlight has got a little bit of a maroonish flair to it also. So you could get away with some different shades of red and some different shades of the gray silver area, which I know isn't still not a broad spectrum, but I mean, it's a little bit more than I think some folks were thinking. Just giving some ideas out there, so you know. But I was very excited about it because you guys know I had plans for a Lost Boys project to begin with before I drew that, and I will show you what I picked. Now, if you are just joining along for this, this is like a year-long collaboration that Sandy and I are doing, where we each pick turns. Last month Sandy drew, this month I'm drawing, next month will be Sandy. We each are picking movies. We're taking turns picking movies to draw inspiration from the movie posters. Originally it was blankets that we were doing. I am probably sticking to blankets since I like to stick to blankets, unless I'm just finding a really crunch of time. But Sandy enjoys other things. This month I think she is making she's making a cardigan. I don't think she decided on the pullover. I think it's a cardigan, but a wearable anyway, either way. And she enjoys those kind of things, you know. So some people might want to do like hats or cowls, or hats and cowls even. Some people might also want to do blankets with me. Some people might want to do amigurumi. Oh my gosh, if you guys do Lost Boy amigurumi, I would love to see that, by the way. I love to see any Lost Boy project though, so I'm just saying. What I wanted to do for my blanket, I pretty much knew the second that I drew it what I wanted to do. I had purchased a paid pattern I purchased it from Ravelry. I believe she has her own website, and this lady is on Instagram and Facebook as You may know her, I'm sure, as Owl Be Hooked. She does a lot of filet crochet patterns for blankets, like baby blankets, and you can obviously size them however you want, but I think most of her patterns that she gives out are baby blanket size that she sells. Like they come at the ready in baby blanket size, I mean. And like I said, you can size them however you want. I bought it is called the Luna blanket pattern. And it is, I'll show you. So hopefully you can see for yourself what it is. But what I'm using, I could not use these lovely luscious cloud cakes, could I? Since I had them in an abundant collection anyway. And I really wanted to use this for a Lost Boys project. And I really wanted a blanket out of it so bad. This is in the color Merlot. So pretty. And I am pairing that with the color Graphite. See the different shades I was talking about? And I am pairing the two of those with Cloud Gray. Okay, so those are the colors that I'm using, just those 3 colors this time. What I did was she had the pattern, and I'll show you what it is, like I said, in a second. But she had the pattern so that this design goes in, there's like 3 of the design in a row, and it's like 3 or 4 high. And that makes up the baby blanket, okay? And if you read filet crochet patterns, you'll know what I'm talking about, where she has all the numbers and commas and all that. I figured out where to stop in the pattern to make just one pattern, one repeat, so that, or before the repeat start, I should say, so I could make a square if I wanted to. And then I decided instead of squares, because February, short month, didn't have that much time right now. Plus it wasn't like just your basic granny square. It would be a filet crochet square. I thought I might run out of time, and given the events that have already happened already with Abby, I think that was a good decision on my part. Instead of doing squares, I decided to do long strips of the design, but like I'm going to do a strip in Merlot, and then a strip in the Graphite, and then another strip in Merlot, another strip in Graphite, till it's as wide as I want it to be. And then I'm going to join it in this color and do the border in this color. Or maybe the border in Graphite. I'm not sure. And then like a final border in this. I don't know. We'll get to the border part, but that's what I thought I would do. And here is the strip, and usually you can see it on camera better than you can anywhere else. Let me unwind this. This is how much I have of this cake left. I'm winding it from the outside because I heard Bella from Bella's Crocheted Gifts talking about how she'd unwound hers that way so she didn't have this tangled mess. And I thought that sounded like a good idea for once, because I'm usually a middle pull girl. You can totally see that, right? How cute is that? Little vampire bats. And I've got 1, 2, 3. I'm working on the 4th one, and I'm thinking the strips are going to be 5 bats long. Maybe 6, we'll see. But at least 5. Because, I don't make tiny blankets. I think we all know this. It's going to be smaller, but yeah. And why, do you ask, do I have all these ends for a solid strip project that shouldn't have all these ends? And also, you know me, and I sew my ends in as I go anyway. Why do I have all these ends? Well, let me tell you why I have all these ends. I am hoping very badly that I just got a random fluke cake. But because you know how much I love this yarn, and I still love this yarn, so don't get me wrong, but I feel like it's done me dirty right now. This particular cake, I was crocheting along today, because today I was only up at first, when I first started this today, I was only like here, maybe here. Because like my first day I had finished a bat, and I actually had texted the picture to Sandy, and I was all excited, and then everything happened with Abby, and I just put it down and I never went back to it. So I picked it up and started working, but I got up to, where's the first one? I got up to here, so I went through the second bat, and right before I started the third bat, there was a knot, but like a hand-tied knot, not like it started to get tangled, like somebody took two split ends and tied it. So I gave it a tug, because sometimes, and this very rarely, but sometimes when they're really tight and I tug at it, I kind of make the decision that I might be okay just trimming down the tails. That's happened once or twice, and I've been okay. I don't make a habit of that because it scares the heck out of me. And I generally cut them out, and that's what I did with this one because I wasn't going to risk it. The yarn is too frail because it is very thin yarn. You have to be gentle and loving with this yarn. So I cut it out, and I started working on it. And immediately, I'm literally talking like 8 inches. So like, a few more stitches later, there was another knot. So I was like, okay, I can cut this out again, but why would you tie 8 more inches another knot? So I was kind of annoyed. So I was like, I had a feeling, so let me just unwind it a little more. And if that one was 8 inches, then about 10 more inches was another knot. So I'm like, okay, let me just see if there's another one, because I'll just cut this whole, 18 inches off so far or whatever, and just not deal with any of this. So I unravel it some more, and about 12 inches from the last knot is another knot. That went on for 5 knots in that sequence. So now we're up to 6 because I cut a knot already, and then 5 more knots. So that's 6 knots. And I thought I got to a pretty safe spot, right? So, okay, I cut off that big long tail of yarn, and I believe that's where this one was. So, no, that was where that was, because I just didn't want to deal with it, right? So then we got going, and there was another knot. So now we're up to 7 knots. And then each tail was another knot. So 8 knots, 9, 10, 11, 12. So far we're at 12 knots, and I'm just over halfway, maybe 2/3 through the cake. So I really hope that's only this one. I'm going to be really mad if after I collected all of these, if they all have knots going through all of them. And now that I showed you guys, I'll sew in all of these. But I just wanted to show you how many knots I ended up having to cut out. And that's not even depicting the one really long tail of like 5 other knots. It's very annoying and frustrating. But I'm glad I found them, and I don't regret cutting them. So there's that. But yeah, so that's the progress I have done. I'm hoping this weekend to get more done. Now I am behind on I had planned to have a hashtag movie and stitch done. That's not done. I had planned to have my whip weekend completed. It's got some progress. It's not completed. So I will still have that video up maybe on Sunday instead of Saturday for those of you who are looking forward to it. And I don't know if it'll be just a progress or a completion this time. We'll see what I can get done. But with Abby and everything that was going on there, I just did not have the time to get the things done that I wanted to get done this week. So, life, right? So on that note, I am going to get this edited and get to bed myself. Probably go lay with Abby and not go to actually bed, but either way, go try to get some sleep. So I will let you guys go, and I will see you in the next video. So I love you guys, and thank you so much, by the way, for all the kind words already for Abby, and the kind happy thoughts and vibes and prayers. And I know I speak for Abby when I say that we appreciate that. She's feeling better, but I know that she's not out of the woods yet. Like, at least these first stages of meds have to wear off. Like the beginning effects or whatever have to wear off, and they haven't yet. So we're not out of the woods yet, even if everything goes well. So, yeah, we appreciate it a lot. Sorry I'm so sleepy, or I would emote it better for you guys. But yeah, that's how I know I have to go to bed. I'm just kind of like monotoned and like, but I am gonna go, and I will talk to you guys very soon. I hope you have excuse me, I hope you have a really great weekend. If I don't catch you, I'll catch you soon. I was gonna say, if I don't catch you for the weekend, I will for sure. So I will see you soon. I love you guys. Bye.